All right, billionaire car tier list. You know, when you're in your Toyota Avalon, you can dream of these
Entire
billionaire
life,
cars.
and still have billions of dollars left over. So why does he choose to drive a Honda Fit? Well, according to him, it's safe,
Oh, look at
comfortable,
this.
and not too showy.
We gotta get full screen on them boys.
The second car is a $1.4 million Pagani Huayra. S tier. Ken Griffin, founder of the sexiest hedge fund of all time, Citadel, once spent $200 million on this interesting assortment of paint. Given Kenneth's track record of buying things that are overpriced thanks to sentimental value, you might think that he drives a Mark IV Supra, or maybe an old BMW. No,
Hey,
my
I'll get a fly, nice old BMW. That would be
boy
cold.
Kenneth drives an
If I was a
almighty
billionaire.
LaFerrari.
This is
It's
a
a
lot.
With its
Ferrari.
rousing curves.
Oh, let me turn it up a little bit, y'all. I can't hear. Yo, I would get a, if I had bread, bro, I definitely, I don't think I would get a Ferrari, but I don't got enough money to even think about having a Ferrari, you know what I mean? If you got that much money, why not get a Ferrari? You can drive it every day, you know what I mean?
V12 engine.
Next up, I want to move on to the door panel.
And salacious quarter-mile time of 9.7 seconds.
There's no storage pocket in the door panel.
The LaFerrari is an absolute
It
beast.
is fire.
Ken
I
Griffin
wouldn't
seems like
even
the type of guy that would
I
buy
wouldn't
a
even know how to get into
LaFerrari
a
and just
Ferrari,
keep it in his garage because he's scared of depreciation, so A tier.
Rihanna is worth 1.4
Who's
billion
Rihanna?
thanks to her music and cosmetic line, and her car collection is magical. She has multiple
What she drive? This a fire car in her.
Porsches, an Aventador, a Maybach, a Chevy Suburban, and a legendary Mercedes SLR McLaren. Fun fact, this super rare car is also owned by former billionaire Kanye West.
Hey, good morning, Kanye.
Solid A tier.
All right, that is a pretty fire car. I don't know though. All of these cars, low key, like the sports cars, they be. I only been in, like low medium wealth kind of sports cars. They're all kind of small. Like
Michael Bloomberg
I wonder if
drives
these
a
like
Chevy Suburban.
these fancy super like billionaire cars. I wonder if they're small as well. Like they might be large ones.
Jack Ma, former CEO of Alibaba,
He gave
drives
him
a Chevy Blazer
That's
that he
low
bought from
tier, bro.
Alibaba.
Low tier.
The richest rapper of all time,
Jay-Z,
Jay-Z, has
he
a
got some
godlike automotive
crazy
collection.
cars.
But his coolest car has to be his $8 million Maybach Accelero, a one-of-a-kind high-performance vehicle that was originally built to test the limits of Fulda's Accelero tire model.
It's a cool car, but for $8 million, I would rather just buy the state of Wisconsin. I think it's too expensive.
He gave it the
Say
B tier.
Steve
Okay,
Ballmer
that's not
is
that
worth
bad.
$70 billion and drives a Ford Fusion Hybrid. This car was hand-delivered to him by the Ford CEO.
This is S tier, bro. Ford Fusion Hybrid. You can get you a Toyota Avalon like your boy. But I guess if your
It's a
homie give
solid
it to
D
you.
tier.
Steve Jobs was the former CEO of Apple, which is currently the highest value company in the entire world, and his car buying habits are the most unique on this list.
do you
Steve
have?
Jobs leased a brand new SL55 AMG every 6
My dog just like threw her bowl out of where it was at.
months due
Crazy.
to a
He going
loophole
crazy
in
over there.
California law that allowed him to legally drive without a license plate. To quote F. Scott Fitzgerald, "Let
Oh, we gotta add.
saying
Hey,
Cody
subscribe to my channel. We only got one subscriber and it's me. Like, just choose to subscribe. You know what I mean?
Mojo is about redefining what's possible.
Trying to
in
get to
our
at least
student lives.
100 by the end of
If you
the
are
end of the
interested-
month.
me tell you about the very rich. They are different from you and me."
Not a super interesting car, but I respect the commitment.
But yeah, B
B
tier.
tier.
I don't think that's B tier. That him and that car and Jay-Z car being the same, I would say that was C tier.
The highest net worth in the entire world is 170 billion. But what if I told you that there exists a trillionaire?
I had 100 million by the time I was 31, 32. And then I became a trillionaire quite recently.
Trillionaire meaning 1,000 billion.
Correct.
Andrew Tate, the top G,
The
takes
top
great
G.
pride in his collection of properties, firearms, and last but not least, supercars, with his most infamous ride undoubtedly being his Bugatti Chiron,
Bugatti.
costing $3 million. Only 500 Chirons were produced, making Top G the owner of a truly special vehicle.
What color is your Bugatti?
Bugatti.
My positioning of Andrew Tate's Bugatti
I
Chiron
don't know. It 1 out of 500 though. That might for me. That would be in like the A tier. I don't know where he gonna put it, but A tier for me because like only 500 people got it. You can't even get this if you want it. So you know that's pretty cold.
on this tier list is not indicative of my opinions on his worldviews
Oh, he gave
and previous
S tier.
actions.
I just
That's
don't
fire.
believe a big
I
showy
understand.
lifestyle is appropriate. Sam Walton, the founder of Walmart, believed in frugality. In 1979, Sam bought a Ford F-150, which is currently on display in the Walmart Museum. Touching the truck's handle is rumored to bestow upon you the gift of frugality.
There's some decent lore behind this truck, so I'd say B tier.
That's F tier. He old, but for your truck, your regular old truck, I wouldn't have gave it that.
Larry Page is the co-founder of Google. He once said, "If you're not doing some things that are crazy, then you're doing the wrong things." This is a quote that he lives by, as having an $86 billion net worth and choosing to drive a Toyota Prius is indeed crazy.
I love Priuses. I'm a big fan of hybrid cars, as y'all can see. So I'm gonna give him C tier for me.
Tier.
Kim Kardashian has a $3.8 million car collection. For Christmas in 2020, her former husband Kanye West bought her 5 Maybachs.
I'm on the Maybach. Y'all got the Maybach? I'm on the Maybach.
Kim calls her Maybach S580 her favorite baby ever. She also has an Urus with a Mansory wide body kit and one-off wheels.
That's pretty fire.
Her most universally loved car has to be her fabric-wrapped Lamborghini.
Okay, you guys.
B tier. That's what I'm going with.
My new ride is here. Look at this. This is like the cutest thing ever. Oh my god.
Car enthusiasts were inspired and amazed at such a tasteful addition to the $200,000 car.
He gave it S tier. I would give it B because you gotta. It's unique. Nobody else can get it. B tier at least. You know what I mean, for the uniqueness. The D and F cars for me are cars like the truck, the regular Escalade, the Ford Fusion. Like, come on now. And the Prius, I'm giving high because I'm a Prius guy. But
Sam Bankman-Fried was the founder of FTX, the infamous crypto exchange that went absolutely bankrupt, and is the only person on this list who has become a millionaire twice. But let's focus on this version of Sam. When his net worth was $26 billion, he famously drove a Toyota Corolla, and everyone marveled at his humbleness and altruism.
You trust the guy more when you see the car he drives.
He's brilliant, and I trust him, and I like him.
He doesn't even have window tints.
The guy you see next to me is the
F.
most generous billionaire.
Everyone except for the top G.
When I know people with lots of money and they sit there and they want to drive an old Toyota Corolla, these people are always fucking weirdos.
What color is your SEC violation?
The Toyota Corolla is actually pretty decent. I'd say C tier.
Despite his
he gave the Kim Kardashian a F tier, and he gave the Corolla a C tier. I'm just a little confused on what the criteria is, but it's his list, not mine.
$1 billion net worth. Warren Buffett is a very frugal young man. Buffett even eats McDonald's on a daily basis.
If the market is down, he'll have just 2 sausage patties. If the market's flat, sausage McMuffin. If the market's up, bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit.
After hearing about his quirky eating habits, I was a bit disappointed to find that Warren Buffett drives the most boring, mediocre rich person car I've ever seen in my entire life. A Cadillac XTS.
It's a very uninteresting car, but Warren Buffett is a legend, so B tier.
See, he's going off just off the people. I would give that the Cadillac. I would give C tier. I'm sure it's very nice. He's an older gentleman. Older American people like Cadillacs.
Hello, I'm Bill Gates, chairman of Microsoft.
Bill Gates bought a Porsche Turbo in 1979, and a few speeding tickets later, he realized that he needed more power. So he bought a Porsche 959, the world's fastest street-legal production car of the time. It was one of the first high-performance cars with all-wheel drive and pulled 0 to 60 in 3.6 seconds. The 959 debuted for around $600,000. Now, they're 7 figures.
William Henry Gates III gets his
You get an A. That's a pretty cool car.
Solid
So
A tier.
I would give it
Rich
an
person number 15 has driven a large variety of vehicles, from a Ford Model T to a modified BMW M5. But his most iconic ride was undoubtedly his $1 million ultra-rare McLaren F1.
That's an S tier. He said there's 62 in the world. He owned one of them. S tier. Like, the more rare your car is or something you have, you know what I mean? I'm putting you up there because first it has to be made. And it's probably made. The production is low for a reason, so I'm giving you an S.
One day, Elon was driving to an investor meeting for his little tech company, PayPal. His co-founder, Peter Thiel, was in one of the passenger seats. While they were driving along the open Californian roads, Peter turned to Elon and said, "I'd like to see what this car can do." Then, in an act of ultimate badassery, Elon turned to Peter, said, "Watch this," and crashed into an embankment.
This F1 is an amazing car, and it has some extensive lore, so I'd say S tier.
You yourself are worth somewhere in the vicinity of $9 or $10 billion today. I only say that because I've got a follow-up question.
Okay.
What's with the Honda?
This is a perfectly good car.
This clip made me love Jeff even without having met him. This just proves that materialistic things aren't necessarily needed to obtain happiness.
It's money.
Nice to see
You
billionaires
gotta have the money to obtain happiness.
be normal people. You don't need a fancy house or a nice car. Jeffrey Preston Bezos once drove a 1997 Honda Accord. 20 years later, his car collection is now valued at over 20 million. Luxury and excess are generally frowned upon. But let's be honest, if you had all the money in the world, would you be driving an old Honda?
Yeah, you gotta get value out of that. Oh, he gave him an S tier. I don't know what car it was. I don't know what car it was what Jeff Bezos had, but I'm sure he has the best of the best. I saw his yacht one time on a video, and it was crazy. But yeah, man, let me know what y'all think about the cars. What's the best one? I don't think the Kim K the car deserved an F tier, but I also don't think what's my man name? The billionaire trader guy. I can't think of his name. But Warren Buffett. I don't think Warren Buffett deserved a B tier, and I also don't think the Walmart guy deserved a B tier. Those are regular smegular cars. But let me know y'all think in the comments. Be sure to subscribe to my channel, and yeah, until next time, we'll check something else out, man. If you subscribe, you can check out another video of me. I have videos for y'all to check.